Good afternoon. I'm Liz Reyes. Thanks for joining us. The rain has started falling in our area as we track potentially strong storms and flooding. We have our storm tracker out on the roads tracking the conditions for you. You will want to take it slowly out there with the rain expected to pick up throughout the day. Meteorologist Nakandra Norwood joins us with a first alert on what you can expect.
Well, that's right. We're taking a little bit of a closer view here because this is where we're seeing some of our heaviest rainfall beginning to move into more populated parts of the metro area and then stretching all the way down through Plaquemines Parish. So all things that we're going to have to be on the watch for here as we continue on through the afternoon. So right now, you're starting to see some of these heavier showers approaching parts of the North Shore that had been dry so far for the most part this morning. So right along the causeway here, heading up towards I-12, you begin to see some of those heavier downpours. Laplace has gotten in on the heavy rain earlier, in I-55, seeing a little bit more of that action again, and then right along I-10 in St. John Parish as well. And then the heaviest activity so far that moved through Lafourche earlier. We were really watching this particular area where we saw some rotation in that. This is now beginning to approach parts of the West Bank. So if you're moving through areas in Marrero out towards Avondale and then near the UEP Long Bridge, you may be seeing some of the heaviest part of this activity in the near future. You notice our lightning strikes, they really peaked for a little bit and have started to come down. So that's good news, but we're going to be watching this kind of activity through the day today as we start to look at more of this heavier shower and storm activity building along a boundary that's stretched right across our region. We told you this is going to be a first alert weather day. We had that dense fog around in the morning, so one of the things to trigger that there's plenty of moisture to work with. Looking for those stronger storms to continue to develop by this afternoon, and all modes of severe weather are possible with flooding, hail, gusty winds, and it's not out of the question we get that rotation with a tornado possibly developing in some area before the day is out. I'm going to have a whole lot more on this for you through the rest of the broadcast here in your Weather Authority forecast.
Okay, thanks a lot there, Nakandra. We'll see you in a few minutes. With the rain today and tomorrow, some people are taking matters into their own hands to protect their property, with some pumps not working. Fox 8's Chris Welty is live with the latest. Chris.
Liz, we're on Napoleon near South Galvez, and as you can see, a handful of people have moved their cars to higher ground. They're parking here on the neutral ground. Now, it's important that if you do move your car up here, not to block sidewalks or any of the railroad or streetcar tracks, I should say. That's very important. But earlier today, we did see a couple out here. They were taking matters into their own hands. They were cleaning out some of the leaves that were built up along their property, and they were removing a lot of built up dirt. And she even told me that she removed chunks of broken up asphalt and concrete. She says it's very frustrating to have to come out here and take these matters into her own hands time and time again to prevent flooding. She says that she's dealt with flooding here before, and she's hopeful that she won't have to deal with it today.
It should not be so difficult. You know, it should be that you come out every now and then, you scoop up the leaves because you don't want, flooding on your property. But to have to clean up after the city does a job, and I see it all over town.
My daughter got out first because she heard y'all's newscast, so she started to clean out the drain over there. And if my daughter gets out and cleans the drain, I know that it's getting to be serious.
According to the Storage and Water Board, pumping and power dashboard, 93 of 99 pumps are working. At last check, 40.5 megawatts of power is available. The Storage and Water Board says 44 megawatts is needed during peak demand. On February 3rd, the last time the city experienced widespread flooding, the Storage and Water Board said Turbine 4 went offline to prevent major damage to the already frail system. The city says neutral ground parking is allowed until Tuesday at noon. Reporting live on Napoleon Avenue, Chris Welty, Fox 8 Local First.
Thank you, Chris.